Let's start with a quick warm up for our hips, but remember there is a full warm up you can do as well. We're going to start with our feet slightly wider than our hips, and we'll just start swaying from left to right. Just getting some movement into our hips before we work the legs. And then we're going to go front and back. Let's go around in a circle. 3 circles to the right, 3 circles to the left. Each circle, let's try to get a little bit wider, getting more movement into those hip joints. And after your third one, take a step a little bit wider. We're going to lean to one side. If you want to pop your hands in front for balance, bending one leg, keep the other leg straight, pop back up, breathing in and down. Let's go a little bit deeper, dropping down and hold this time. Hold for 2, keep those hips pushed back. Back up, hold, 2, 1, coming back up. Let's go down, hold, and add a twist. Breathe out. Coming back in. Other side, we drop down, we hold, and we add the twist. One more. This time, keep your foot flat on the ground. So we're going to come down, heel doesn't lift, and I twist. Breathe in, back in, down, twist. Back up, back into center. Dropping down the hands, we're going to go for the calves. Lifting up the right foot, keeping your head nice and center. Drop back down. Left foot. Keeping your body nice and still. Right foot. Left foot. Let's try 2 together. Taking a breath in, pull that belly button in as you breathe out. Engage your core. Hold balance. Hold 2, 1, and back down. Hold 2, 1, and back down. Let's drop to the side and add the calf raise. Holding, lift, down, back up. Breathe in, come across. Lift, back down. Breathe in. Let's go 2 legs together. Breathing out. Starting nice and high. Coming back up. Breathe out. And one more. Breathe out. This time we're going to hold. You're going to lift one foot. Stay nice and center. Drop down. Lift the other foot. And down. Breathe in. 1, 2. Let's try 2 feet together. Holding your balance. Hold 2, 1. Dropping down. Coming back up. Take a breath in. We're going to go into our squats. We'll start with our wide squats. We're already in this position. Breathe in. For our squat, push your hips back first, sitting down nice and low, keeping the knees out, don't let them fall in. All of the toes are on the ground. Breathe in, back up. Breathe out. Getting a little bit lower each time, moving the hips first, not the knees first. All of the toes are on the ground, heels are down, and breathe out. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to hold down, stay down. Holding, breathe in, breathe out, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, breathe in. Let's go again. Breathe in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. And we're just going to go for a hold this time. We're just holding for a full breath out. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and up. Let's add the calf. So we're going to lift the heel. Again, the head stays nice and center. Drop down. Breathe out. And down. We'll add the squat for this. Down, lift the right. Breathe out. In when our heels are down, breathe out left. And down. Right. Left. 2 legs together. Breathe out. Hold. Down, back up, breathe in. And hips, heels, hold. Down And up. Keeping your weight back into your hips so you don't fall forward. Last one, breathe in, down, hold. Back up, breathe in. You can do a hold on this one, or if you want to challenge more, let's go for a pulse. Down, 2, pulse 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, taking a breath in, breathing out. Let's bring our feet back in line with our hips. Toes are forward for this one. Hips are pointing forward. Head is up nice and tall. We have our normal squat. So we can go slightly wider than our hips. Breathing in, knees stay forward. 1. Back up. 2. 3. All of those toes on the floor, heels on the floor. Breathe out. 3. 2. And 1. Going for a pulse. We breathe in, we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, breathe in. Pulse. 2, 1. Back up, we go for a hold. Breathe in and we're down, we just hold. Hold 5, hold 4, hold 3, hold 2, hold 1. Back up, breathing in. We're going to a narrow squash. Feet are together. Relaxing the shoulders, hands in front. If you feel a little bit wobbly with this one, you can step a tiny bit wider, but we're trying to keep our hips right over our feet. Take a breath in, sitting. Make sure those knees aren't falling in, keep them in line, and back up. 1. All of these squats, working different parts. And we're trying to stick our hips back first, like you're about to sit down, and then come back up, breathe in. 3, 2, and 1. We hold. Hold 3. Hold 2. Belly button pulled in, head up tall. 1. Back up, breathe in. Going for a pulse. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up. Let's go into a balance. So we're going to pop our hands on our hips, keeping our feet together. When we're going for balance, check all of your toes. Big toe to small toe should all be on the ground. We don't want all the weight falling in or all the weight falling out. Now check toes to heels. See if you have equal weight from the front to the back of your feet. Stack your spine all the way up, keeping your hands on your hips for balance. We're going to do a slight bend, soften the knee on one leg. We're going to pop up onto the toe of the other leg. Take a breath in. Hold, breathe out. The aim here is to try not pop your hip out. So when we have nice balanced legs, our glutes are working nice and strong. If you find this too hard, just keep your foot a little bit closer to the ground. If you wobble, you just pop back up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the foot back. We're going to aim back and out. We're going to go at a 45-degree angle. Out, back in. Breathe out. So I'm squeezing my glute as I reach out, coming back in, trying to keep my head nice and center so I'm not falling as I move. 3, squeeze, hold, back in, and 1. If you feel like that's enough, you can stay there. Otherwise, we're going to bring our 2 knees together, make it a little bit harder. Breathe out, open. 1, a standing clam. 2, 3, last one. 4, dropping the leg down. We're going to go to the other side. Relaxing our toes again. We don't want to dig our toes into the ground. Keep them nice and relaxed. Spread them wide. Starting on the other foot. So I'm going to soften the knee, keeping my hips in line. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the belly button in. When you're happy, you can lift higher. If you feel a bit wobbly, keep it down lower. Holding. Holding for 3. Holding for 2. 1. We're going to go for our 45-degree angle. I'm going to tap out. Back in. I'm not letting my shoulders fall forward. Breathe out, hold and squeeze. Breathe in, back. 2. And 1. Keep that option if you feel like it's enough. If you want to make it harder, knees together. We open just till you feel the muscle. You don't need to go so far that you fall over. Breathe out, hold. 3, 2, 1. Legs back down. Relaxing the shoulders again as we come back into our balance. We're going to go for a lunge. So we're going to turn to the side. One foot in front of the other. For a lunge, the wider you are on the mat, if you're the same width as the mat, you have more balance. It makes it easier. If you go narrow, one foot in front of the other, it makes it harder. So pick the level that suits you. We're going to pop one foot in front, one leg behind. We're going to get a nice wide stance. We're going to keep our heel up, pointing your hips forward, head up nice and tall. We take a breath in. If you want, you can pop your hands on together or on your hips. We're going to breathe out, drop down. So notice I'm not putting all the way over my leg. I'm coming straight down. Both legs are bending. Straight down. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Back up. Ready for a pulse. Breathe in. Drop down and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can do one more pulse. We'll take a breath in and we breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Holding position. Stepping together. We're going to swap legs. Other leg goes back. Same again, find your balance before you start. If you need to adjust your feet, keep a nice wide stance. Keep your heel up at the back to make it a little bit harder. Take your breath in, drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, breathe in and out. Hold, take your breath in. Back up, breathing in, ready for a pulse, down, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, let's do one more, in through the nose, and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping together, take a breath in. Shake out the legs if you need to. Back to that first leg we had. Swapping back again, we get our balance. Head up nice and tall. This time we're going to add in the calf. We drop down, we come up, we lift the front leg, adding a bit more balance. We drop down, up, lift that front leg. Down, up, calf raise. 2 more, down, up, calf raise. Remember to breathe. Last one, up, calf raise. Let's hold this position, arms out. Relax the shoulders from the ears. My hips stay exactly where they are. I twist the upper body. I breathe in. I twist the upper body. Coming back to center. Bringing the hands together. Swapping calf raise again. Other leg. Get your balance. Ready to drop down. We come up. We lift. We drop down. Come up. We lift. Good. 4 more. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. We have 2 left. Breathe in as you are up. Breathe out when you're down. And hold. Last one. Perfect. Let's hold that position. Keeping my hips exactly where they are. My arms out to the side. And I twist. 1. I twist. Working hard on pulling that belly button in, engaging the core to keep you up nice and straight. Imagine a string pulling you up tall. And we're back to center. 2 feet at the top of your mat, standing up tall. We're going to do a variation for this one. So we're going to start with one leg back. You can start by just bending forward over the leg, keeping your foot on the floor, coming back up just to get your balance. Breathe out. The movement's coming from your hip. Now, if you feel good here, we're going to lift the back leg. Breathe out. Start small, come back. Breathe out. Both hips are pointing down. If you want to make it more challenging, you lift the leg even higher and you hold. Coming back up, breathe in. So staying at whatever level you choose. We have 2 more. Breathe out. Hold. Trying to get into a nice straight line, coming back down. And we have 1 more. If you don't fall over, and down. Coming back up. Let's start with the other side. So again, we get our balance on the first one. Bending from the hips. My back is nice and flat. My shoulders aren't coming down, they're staying back. Take a breath in, breathe out. We're going to add in that leg if you feel comfortable. Start to lift the leg a little bit. All the support's on that front leg. My toes are doing the work. They're nice and relaxed. They're spread out. My knee is staying strong. And I'm bending from the hips, getting a little bit lower. So we're picking whichever level suits you for 3 more. Breathe out and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really working the hamstring at the back of the leg. And we have our last one. Breathe out and holding the balance. Hold 2. Hold 1. And coming back into center. We're going to pop down onto the floor, lying on our side. We're going to pop our elbow in right underneath our shoulder, relaxing the shoulder down, bending up the knee. So we want our knees and our hips in the same line. Check with the mat. If your hips are too close to the mat or back too far, you'll see you're not in a straight line with the edge of your mat. So check the edge of the mat and then straighten your top leg. Keep the shoulder nice and relaxed. So it's not holding up your whole body. Your core is doing that. Hips forward, lift 1. Lift 2. Lift 3. Lift 4. Now we hold. We take a breath in. And we pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be feeling this right at your glute at the side right here. If you find too much pressure on your shoulder, you can always lie down flat. We're going to go for a knee bent. 2 knees bent. Open. These are our clams. Our clams, remember you have your lights of your car. We don't want to roll backwards. We keep our hips forward. Hip bones are the lights of your car. They need to point straight. Open and close. Open and close. Keeping the space between you and the ground. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold and close. Let's go for the inside of the leg. We're going to drop down, straighten the bottom leg. Again, you can go down flat for this one. You can pop your hand onto your head. Just keep the neck nice and relaxed. Straighten the bottom leg. Lift. Keep the knee straight down. Lift. Lift. Breathe out. Hold. Down we go for a pulse. Breathe out. Lift. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back down. Straightening out the 2 legs. Coming up onto the side. Bend 1 knee. Straighten the top knee for the easiest option. So we're going to come up into a side plank. You can make this one harder by going for 2 straight legs. But let's start with our knee bent. Get into a good position. Breathe out. Lift 1. Lift 2. So it's better to do this controlled in the easier option. Do it right, feel the muscles, and then progress to the harder one. Hold here and pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to swap to the other side, coming around. Same thing, we'll start onto the elbow or lying down flat, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Just keeping the shoulder relaxed, keeping your body up off the ground, pushing your hips forward, straighten the top leg. When you're ready, take a breath in and lift 1. 2, my knee is pointing forward. I'm not twisted backwards. You should feel it right at the side of your hip. 3, 4, 5, we hold. Hold 3, hold 2. Make sure your hips are forward and you're not sitting backwards. And we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2. If you feel it in the front of your leg, your toes are too far forward, we want to bring them back slightly. Drop down. We'll go one more pulse. Breathe in. Pulse 5, 4. Relaxed. 2 and 1. Dropping down, we bring the knees together. Open. 1. If you feel it, you can lie down flat. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Holding 2, 1. We drop that leg in front. Straighten the bottom leg. You can pop down. Relax your head onto your hand. Take a breath in. Make sure your knee is straight and we lift. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. 2, 1 and pulse. 3, 2, 1 and dropping down. We're coming onto the side. So we're coming up into our side plank, bending the bottom leg, straightening the top leg. Lifting up. If you have any wrist issues, you can go onto your elbow. You can go 2 legs to make it harder. For now, we'll do 1 and down, slow and controlled. 3. Breathe out. 2. Feeling it at the side. Last one. 1. Perfect. Let's finish with 2 stretches for the glutes. After that class, we're going to pop our wrists underneath our shoulders. Going to come into a box position. You're going to come up on the toes, straighten one leg, pop your leg in across. So I'm trying to keep my hips nice and flat. I don't want to twist out of this stretch. I'm trying to keep nice and flat here. Bring my knee as high as I can. Reach the leg back. If you feel good here, stay here. If you feel you can get more, you drop to your elbows. Take a breath in. And again, you can keep dropping as long as you're not twisting out of the stretch. And then you should feel this stretch right across the glute. Let's hold it for 5. And slowly walk our way out. So we're going to bring our hands up first. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to come up and swap legs. Foot goes down, relaxing down, bringing your elbows down. Remember, I'm not trying to fall out. My back is nice and flat. Feeling the stretch again, and I can go more. And I hold. Hold for 4. You want to feel a bit of stretch, but you don't want to be in too much pain. You can always come out of the stretch a little bit if you feel it's too much. Last breath out. Coming up, we're going to roll over onto our back. I'll show you 2 options for this one. You're going to lie down flat, pop your foot onto your knee, and then push your knee away. Foot is on my knee, pushing away. First, you can start by just rocking from side to side and back up, pushing the knee away. If you feel happy there with this stretch, you can stay there. To make it a bit harder, you're going to grab the hamstring on the other leg. So one hand goes through, one hand goes on the outside, grabbing the hamstring. For this, we want to make sure we're not straining our head. So keep it on the floor. And this stretch should be felt on the leg that's bent right here. We're going to hold for 5. If it feels too much, you just drop the leg and push the knee away. Breathe out. Let's repeat the same on the other side. So start with your foot on your knee. We can drop to the side. Once you feel good, keeping that knee in as close as you can, we'll get more of a stretch, pushing away. And then we can grab in. Again, my head stays on the floor, my shoulders are relaxed. One hand is through the legs, one hand's on the outside, pulling the hamstring in, pushing the knee away. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and we'll drop back down the legs. Coming up to sitting, to standing, coming up nice and slow. Take your time getting up. Find yourself back in the center of the mat. We're going to bring our hands overhead, taking a big breath in. Breathe out and throw it all back. Breathe in any tension in the legs after that class. Hold it, feel it, and then let it all go. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, let it go. 2 more, in through the nose. Hold it in, onto the tippy toes, and out. Last one, breathe in, hold. And give yourself a big clap.